why everyone hates Pokimane again. So apparently people were hating on her before. I never like this never came across my feed. But yeah, the second one came across my feed. And we're gonna react to this one together, man. Let's get into it.
Well guys, the internet's favorite streamer Pokimane is once again going viral for a tweet that left a lot of people on Twitter in an
30
uproar.
million?
Popular creators like Asmongold and Tectone even made a response video to this said tweet.
Because these people don't believe anything it is that they're saying. They don't. They will go live and they will say the exact thing that the public wants to hear.
And I'm not gonna lie, they were tweaking a bit. The tweet also got like 30 million views, which is absolutely absurd, but it's also not out of the ordinary because if you've been following the channel, then you would know that I covered Pokimane around a couple months ago. And it was kind of for a similar reason that she had went viral on Twitter because she had said something that a bunch of people disagree with.
Do you think someday we'll have a revolution like that in America? Right? It's getting there, right?
Revolution.
Another one.
What's going on?
The wealth disparity is getting bad.
The wage gap, I hate that.
No, wealth disparity.
Wealth disparity.
Wage gap is like between men and women. Men and women, we love each other.
That's
Yeah.
And we hate the rich.
Whoa.
Anyway.
Oh, so this is why they hate her. Remarkable $25 million. Dang. Does she hate the rich? Is she not rich or am I tweaking? I don't know.
We hate the rich. That was the statement uttered by a millionaire with generational wealth. A statement uttered by someone who was already richer than your parents and richer than mine. Combined, by the way. This was also the same person who mocked people in her chat for saying that $28 was too expensive for some cookies.
When people are like, oh my god, $28 for cookies? It's 4 bags. That's $7 a bag. I know math is hard when you're an idiot, but like if you're a broke boy, just say so.
Anyways, and we hate the rich.
So yeah, clearly Pokimane was insane for those clips, which is why she received a ton of backlash online. And I mean, they were frying her. I think I even went over a guy who left her a whole novel in the comment section. Like this right here is pure and dedicated hate. And all you can do is respect it. But clips like these of Pokimane serve as an example because it goes to show that she will say anything in order to be liked by the masses and her audience. And pretty much just trying to take whatever opinion is popular at the moment. So with this in mind, let's go over her tweet. Now, as most of you probably already know or not, the Diddy trials recently came to an end and he was acquitted of most of these serious charges. And I'm only bringing this up because this is relevant and I'm pretty sure this is what Pokimane's tweet is referring to. But yeah, Diddy got acquitted of the most serious charges and everybody had a reaction to it. So Pokimane took to Twitter and said, "Believe all victims." Now the statement "believe all victims" isn't bad in and of itself, but in the context of like a law and court and jail time, I don't think that's true. I think we should believe evidence and proof rather than just people claiming things. But you know what? That's just my take. Apparently, Pokimane wants to believe everybody. So after this tweet drop, the internet exploded, with this tweet having 30.2 million views in 3 days, with it also racking up 82,000 likes and 3,000 comments, which, when you think about it, are pretty good stats for a tweet, all until, well, you open the comment section. And just an FYI, before we actually look at the comments, they are a bit insane, like overly insane. So I just wanted to give a fair warning before we look at them. So the top comment of my knowledge on Pokimane's Believe Victims tweet has 167,000 likes, which is literally 80,000 more likes than the original post that she made. And the caption says, and I quote, "Pokimane tried to grape me at the Atlanta airport in 2019. Wow. What?
Oh, I get what they're doing though. She's basically saying believe all victims before proven guilty. So they just showing her how that can go. So basically we're supposed to believe everybody who just said that about you. Yeah, bro. She might as well just apologize, take it back. It's that simple, bro. That's all you gotta do.
A banger of a
Right.
tweet. You know what? Actually, I lied. This is the most popular response to Pokimane's tweet, and it has 256,000 likes, which means it currently has 170,000 more likes than Pokimane's original post. How does
Wow.
that even happen? The post also has 13.5 million views, and this is off of a reply. So this is crazy. And the caption reads, "I was gripped by Pokimane in 1997. Oh my lordy." And the replies to his comment are even crazier. "You are brave for sharing your story." 26,000 likes. "She took my cheeks in 2001. 6.7 thousand likes." And I'm telling you, these tweets just go on and on and on, of people claiming that Pokimane R-worded at them, and many more. And if I had to guess, I would say that 3,000 replies out of the 3.1 that actually responded are saying stuff like that in the comments. And it's crazy because these aren't even really things to joke about. Like, when you boil it all down, people are just making R-word jokes.
How to believe victims. Well, once again, I like to fancy myself the person who brings things back down into reality. I tweet out 3 words that caused quite the commotion, just like Pokimane tweeted 2 words. Women can lie. Yep. So let's just go ahead. I'm going to talk about why it is so dangerous to tweet out things like believe victims. You know what we should believe, Pokimane? People should believe proof. Because when
Facts.
good boys who, man, morals are so much higher than mine, tweet out things like believe victims in such a mass blanket statement, which, by the way, is never a good thing to do, what happens is that you are leaning into something that I like to call guilty until proven innocent, and not innocent until proven guilty.
Yeah.
When you say that anybody can go on the internet and lie, when anybody can go on the internet and say anything, and you have to believe them because they're crying, well, guess what? That doesn't set up a good precedent, now does it?
In this context, I would absolutely agree that we should definitely believe people with proof. That way, people aren't just getting falsely accused of random crimes. But then again, I don't even think Pokimane's saying to believe people without proof. But then again, I could be wrong. Other creators like Asmongold also weighed in on the situation.
Pokimane drops a believe victims tweet. How brave. Oh God. Shouldn't you figure it out based in a court of law? Don't go around and just believe what people say. You know why? It's because people lie. What a dumb thing to say. Pokimane is apologizing to someone on X for laughing at Amber Heard. Please fucking remind me about that after.
I forgot to mention that since Pokimane brought up the believe victims tweet, many people have been going back in the past and bringing up when she was making fun of Amber Heard when she was on trial. And if you guys remember, at the time, Amber Heard was supposed to be the apparent victim, but obviously the trial proved that that wasn't the case. People in this Reddit thread are even saying that Pokimane went so far as to put a tear counter on the screen throughout her streams, including during Amber Heard's assault testimony. A tear counter is crazy.
Pokimane, I love you and I agree, but I can't forget the way you made fun of Amber Heard during the trial. It was really disappointing. Please address this. I completely understand. I regret how I restreamed the trial because any jokes are at the expense of the victims can be perceived. I apologize I took down the videos. She was apologizing for laughing at Amber Heard.
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
Okay, when they were talking about, like, we have all this evidence that he actually did it.
So yeah, this is why a lot of people believe that Pokimane doesn't really care about anything she tweets about, and she just says it at the time because it's popular. Because I'm not gonna lie, anytime she makes a controversial tweet, it seems like you can always go in the past and find a time where she said the exact opposite. There seems to never be any consistency with anything she says, which
So basically, she just like trolling. She's a female troll, but the opposite. Usually trolls get treated like gods, like Illuminati and all these other people. But Pokimane is getting the opposite. That's interesting, actually. Her trolling isn't like working out for her. It's actually doing the opposite. Sometimes niggas just gotta
Stop the cap.
I'm just saying, bro.
once again makes what Tectone said all the more real.
Because these people don't believe anything it is that they're saying. They don't. They will go live
Was that cringy? I know it was. That's why I did it.
and they will say the exact thing that the public wants to hear.
So yeah, let me know what you guys think down below. Do you think Pokimane actually cares about anything?
Bro, I just got my soundboard, bro. Can you let me live? Please? I just got my soundboard. I'm trying to use it. I wanted to use it this video, but nothing nobody was capping. So I had to make up a reason. Don't get mad at me, bro, please.
She talks about, or is she purely doing it for engagement and doesn't care
Yeah, she probably just trolling. That's what my take is on it, bro. I feel like she just trolling. She didn't really give a fuck. Well, now she probably does because she's losing a lot of her fan base. But yeah, y'all let me know what y'all think about that shit down below. I love y'all boys. I'm gonna see y'all in the next video.